What's up guys, my name is Devin and welcome back to another episode of Footballers. In today's video, we're going to be checking out Justin Jefferson's Under Armour PE football cleats and gloves. Let's get into it. Alright guys, so here's what we got today. We have two different boxes of Justin Jefferson Under Armour PEs. First things first, let's take a look at the box. As you guys can see, these kind of have this really cool chrome purple look to them. The box itself is kind of beat up. It's been kind of knocked around a little bit before it got to me, but this is the box. Of course, we have a JJ logo on there, which is really nice. Of course, we have a UA logo here. Jay Jettis is one of the Under Armour athletes. And now this right here is the proof that these belong to Justin Jefferson's Under Armour Blur Smoke 2 MC JJ PE. So these are the cleats. This is the first box. I'm pretty sure this box is about the same. I'm pretty sure it's two different cleats. So let's see. I don't know which is which. We're going to start with this one right here. Boom. All right. So here we go. This one actually came with some gloves. So we'll put these aside for now, but we will look at these in a little bit. But check these out. So I'm pretty sure these are the new Under Armour Blurs. I haven't had these in hand yet, so I'm very excited to take a quick look at them. And these are the Justin Jefferson PEs, and these things are pretty unbelievable. So these right here are inspired by the classic football video game Gamebreaker, and you guys can kind of see the inspiration here. It looks very similar to the cover. You've got the big Jefferson down the side, then you have a black to purple gradient with a little bit of white flame kind of coming in like that, and then kind of the same deal on the inside of the cleat. Of course, Jettis is a Minnesota Viking, so these are kind of the perfect colors for him. And as far as the story with these cleats, yes, these are his cleats, but this season he opted to wear the older Spotlight plate instead of this new plate. So we'll put up a picture of him actually in these cleats, but not this exact version. This is the version he didn't want to use this year, but he'll probably be in this traction plate for next year. On the top of the cleat, you have this nice little JJ detail here. It's very minor, but it's kind of on like this nice white iridescent piece right here. And then check out the padding on these, man. These have a ton of padding. And one thing I noticed when we looked at the traction plate, first things first, this is a new traction plate I have not seen yet before. It's kind of a two-piece traction plate, and these studs are kind of like arrow studs, and they are incredibly sharp. But look at the treatment on here. You got kind of that oil slick iridescent look, and it is flashy. And on the back, you've got 4 sharp studs and hover. So hover is one of the cushioning systems from Under Armour. I don't know if they've had them in a football cleat yet, but it looks like they're going to be present in this new Under Armour model. So that's definitely cool to see. I'm excited to get these in my size, not Justin Jefferson's size, try them out and see how they do. Also, nice little detail here is the UA logo on the back. And again, kind of that iridescent look to this material as well. So next thing I want to do is kind of just take a look at this insole because I'm very curious about the hover padding. Oh my goodness. Holy crap, dude. This is a very thick insole. This is the thickest insole I've ever seen in a football cleat by far. And then check it out. That piece that we saw kind of poking out the bottom, it's actually right here. So it actually kind of sticks out into the traction plate. That's a really cool detail. I've not seen that done yet. And then even a little protect this house detail on the side. And then again, hover cushioning. So I've never seen hover in a football cleat or any foam this thick. This is pretty nuts. I got to get an interview with Justin Jefferson and see how he likes this stuff. Wouldn't that be sweet? But check this out, man. It's got kind of this little pattern on it as well to kind of grip your feet so that you don't slide around too much in the cleat. But geez, man, this is one of the most insane football insoles I've seen. And then check it out, we pop the insole back in, so it's right back into the spot. Also, another detail I just noticed is this little kind of route tree type detail on the side. So that just kind of speaks to this cleat's ability to cut quick and run crisp routes. So this pair right here came with a pair of gloves. I'm pretty sure they're kind of linked. You know, they're inspired by the same thing. So let's take a look at those and see what we got. So clearly these kind of have the same inspiration as the cleats. They've got kind of that Gamebreaker look to them. You've got the big Jefferson and then the black to purple gradient and then some yellow details on the back as well. Of course, these have no Under Armour logo on the back of hand because these are for Justin Jefferson in the NFL. You cannot have anything showing the UA logo because they ended their licensing agreement. So that's why you're not going to see any logo on these. Just in case you guys are curious about Jay Jettis' size, he's an XL. Honestly, kind of small compared to the other wide receivers in the NFL, but he's still catching every football thrown his way. Just in case you guys were curious about the padding, these are the Justin Jefferson Blur gloves, and yes, they are a PE, so these are for Justin Jefferson himself. It's really cool that we were able to get our hands on these. Huge shout out to the folks over at Under Armour for allowing us to get these for some content. All right, so now we're going to put these away and grab the other pair, and as I mentioned before, we've got the same box, so let's see what we got in here. Ooh, yeah. Now these are fire. I do remember he wore these earlier in the season. They kind of have like a designer look to them. You've got this quilted upper with like these little studded pieces all throughout. And geez, you can't forget this insane lace lock. It's actually made of metal. I don't know if you guys can really hear it. Wow, it's just a giant metal lace lock. This thing is nuts, dude. And then the bottom, you have the Spotlight traction plate. So this is the Spotlight traction plate we were talking about earlier when we talked about the blurs. So we opted to wear those cleats, but with this traction plate. So the images you see of that cleat will be with this traction plate. But yeah, these things are crazy. The all white is very nice. This is one of my favorite looking cleat silhouettes from Under Armour. I just think it looks so good. And then you add like these cool designer details. You even have the metal aglets. That's what those are called, right? And then we also have some cool details on the tongue. W? Is that a W? Okay, I figured it out. So it says WR1, so wide receiver 1. Jay Jett is, of course, one of the best wide receivers in football. And geez, Under Armour really killed it with these. These things are showstoppers. I mean, you got the chrome bottom, you got the big lace lock, and then the all white silhouette. This thing looks incredible. So now for these, Jay Jett did wear these earlier this season, so we'll put up a picture of him in these. So this is kind of like an extra pair that Under Armour had laying around at their offices. So again, huge shout out to those folks for sending these over. These things are pretty freaking crazy. So I did notice that these came with some insoles inside. So it does have the regular insoles in there, but then these are on the inside with the JJ patch kind of on that part right there. And it is a blue insole. So this is what I'm pretty sure they usually have in these cleats, but this also has an insole and it's 4D foam. I honestly think these are the same insole. Yeah, these are the same insole, except this one is just, you know, white with the JJ logo instead of this bright green. So that's just some of the cool touches you get as a PE athlete. They remove the regular stuff that everybody else gets, and they give you some cool details that are kind of personal to you. So very cool stuff. I'm pretty sure, yeah, these look pretty much the same. But wow, that's really cool to see. I don't know if you guys can see in there, but it is confirmed Justin Jefferson is a size 11.5, and it's just so cool that I now have his football cleats. Like, this is so sweet. These might have to make it to the shelf in the backdrop for you guys to check out during the videos. These things are just unbelievably cool. Let's get both out so you guys can just get the full effect, man. These things, like I said, they are show stoppers. You've got the big JJ lace lock. Listen to the metal. I know I shouldn't do that, but it sounds so cool. And then of course the wide receiver 1 on there, and then all these really cool studs throughout the upper. These things, man, as far as Under Armour cleats go, these are probably the coolest ones I've seen in a minute, dude. These things are fire. Fit for a guy like Justin Jefferson. He's got some of the most drip in football, and these Under Armour cleats are a big part of that. Yeah, so there you guys have it. Not a super crazy video, but definitely wanted to showcase these 2 pairs of Justin Jefferson PEs, and of course the gloves as well. Which pair is your favorite? Let me know down in the comments below. I gotta go with the white pair. I mean, the white pair is just so flashy and so clean, but the whole Gamebreaker story behind this pair is very cool as well. There you go. There you guys have it. There's a good look at Justin Jefferson's PE cleats from earlier this season. Hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, make sure to like the video, comment what you guys want to see us do next, and make sure you guys subscribe for more videos. My name is Devin, and thank you guys so much for tuning in to another episode of Footballrs.